What's up, everybody? All right, so for this practice, this is a series that you can use really anytime. You can use it before a workout to warm up. You can use it after a workout to cool down. You can use it just to improve your mobility and range of motion. You can use it on active recovery days. There's not a bad time to do this practice. I will tell you, because we're not gonna do it right now, just for time's sake, I encourage you to spend at least 5 minutes beforehand with some breath, just to get your blood flowing and get your mind and nervous system calm. Breathing in through your nose, allowing your belly to expand, and then breathing out through your mouth or nose, drawing your belly in towards your spine to center your central nervous system, okay? Last thing before we start the movements, make sure that when you're doing this, go through whatever range of motion is comfortable for you. At no point in time should you ever feel discomfort or pain, all right? That's not what this is about. Last thing, don't ever hold your breath. So be conscious and aware of your breathing. If you're going through a range of motion, especially some of the rotations, and you find yourself going, huh, and holding your breath, stop, breathe. Maybe bring it back a little bit so you're not at that extreme of a range of motion, okay? So here we go. We're gonna start with a standing movement called an I, W, and Y, okay? So what I want you to do, make it like you're holding an imaginary ball, feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna reach up, make the letter I. Go ahead and do it now as you're breathing. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades together to try to pull your hands back behind you if you can. Now bring your hands down, palms facing in front of you. Make the letter W. We keep your glutes tight, squeezing your shoulder blades together and down into your back pockets. Now bring your hands down, flex your triceps, open up your shoulders even more, make the letter A. Now bring it back up, make the letter I, squeeze glutes, squeeze shoulders, hands down, the W, back down for the A. Good. You can do that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, however many times you want to, okay? Next movement in the series is gonna be a deep squat with an overhead reach. Now I do want you to extend your hips a little bit more this time to open up the front, but try to do it through squeezing your butt and not overarching your low back. Also, thing with this is as you sit down to the deep squat, make sure that your back is not rounding. So as low as you can go, maintaining a neutral spine, that's what I want you to do. So go ahead and grab your imaginary ball. I'm gonna show you from the side here. Sit down to your squat, hang out there for a second. Weight is on your heels. You can even shift side to side if you want to. Chest is up. Reach up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your glutes, shift your hips forward. Hold, breathing. Sit back down. Back up. Sit down. Back up. Sit down. Back up. Good. I usually go through that for about 10 to 12 times when I'm doing this practice for myself, okay? Right, next movement, we're gonna do a hurdle with an elbow drop and twist. So what I want you to do is go ahead and drop down onto the ground. Here's the important part. Your front knee has to be in line with your ankle. So make sure your front leg is at a 90-degree angle. Drop your back knee to the ground. Both hands are inside the knee. Take a breath in. What's up, Tank? You got a guest here. Oh, Tank's in trouble. So now take a breath in. Breathe out. As you breathe out, drop your right elbow towards the ground as low as you can get it, again, without feeling any pain or discomfort. And then breathe. Rotate your right hand up towards the ceiling. You should be looking at the palm of your hand. Squeeze your left glute to open up the hip of the leg that's on the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring that elbow back down towards the ground. Back up, squeeze. Back down. Back up, squeeze. Good, relax. So I'll do that 8 to 10 times on one side, 8 to 10 times on the other. Next movement we're gonna do is gonna be a down dog into a pigeon stretch with another hip extension. What we're gonna do here, go into a push-up position. You're gonna press yourself back, pushing to the heel of your hands. The goal of this is to try to get your heels to the ground. And I want you to do that by pulling your toes up and flexing your quads. So now we're opening up calves, hamstrings, glutes, low back, reach. So push. Now from here, you're gonna walk your hands up, walk your right leg in front of you, if you can, making a pigeon motion. Ultimately, you want your leg to be at 90 degrees, but if you have tight hips, your foot is going to be closer to your groin. So from here, hold that for a second. The back foot, I want you to be on top of your foot so it's relaxed. If this is really tight for you, stay here, but if you can, now I want you to try to sit up. So open up this back leg a little bit more. Pull your hands back again for that A, squeezing the left glute really, really tight. You shouldn't feel anything in your low back. Hold that, drop back down, push back into down dog. Now we're gonna do it on the other side. Walk your hands forward, left leg comes up, sitting on the top of the right foot, squeeze your right glute, open yourself up, making that letter A again, and then come back down. Hold it for a second to open up the hip on the left side as well. So for that one, you're going to alternate. You're going to go left, right. Again, 8 to 10 reps per side. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we're actually going to stay on the ground, and we're going to do a floor A. So when you do this motion, you can squeeze your glutes and your legs can come off the ground. Just make sure if your legs come off the ground, you're not pulling from your low back. So what this is not is overarching your low back and looking up. All I'm doing is simply squeezing my shoulder blades together, rotating my thumbs up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to squeeze my glutes, and that's it. And then drop it back down slowly. So squeeze shoulder blades together, rotate your thumbs up. Your palms are facing out, not in towards your body. Squeezing my glutes, and then dropping back down. Good. And I'll do that 8 to 10, maybe 12 reps, depending on how I'm feeling with it, right? 2 more motions. From here, we're gonna go into a half kneeling stance. Again, knee stacked over the ankle. I'm gonna squeeze this glute to help open up the hip. Thumbs are up, palms facing each other. Now I'm gonna rotate my upper back, my thoracic spine, squeeze and shoulder blades together. Get a little rotation, hold. Bring it back, reach and hold, bring it back. And I'm gonna do that again 8 to 12 times per side. Last thing we're gonna do is called a crab extension. Now, if you have tightness in your shoulders, you can start with your fingers perpendicular to your body. If you have mobility, I want you to turn your fingertips towards the wall behind you. Weight is going to be on the heels of your feet, heels of your hand. You're going to squeeze your glutes, drive up to the heels of your feet, squeeze your shoulder blades together, looking up towards the ceiling or sky. Holding that 3, 2, 1, and then drop down slowly, and then drop back up. Flexing triceps, squeezing glutes, squeezing shoulder blades together, back down, and then again repeat that 8, 10, and 12 times. When you finish this practice, if you're about to work out, get moving. Go into a little bit more faster breath. If you're just calming down, if you're using it for a cool down or active recovery day, connect with your breath again for a few minutes if you can, and then go about the day. But again, make sure that when you do these movements, you're feeling no pain, no discomfort, and just take your time and let it be what it is.